Now, whether you're a pair of party animals or a teetotal twosome, apparently the couple that drinks together may stay together. According to a new study, people tend to pick partners with the same gene variant linked to drinking habits. I didn't know there was such a thing. I must say, though, I find this really, really interesting because Frank and I mean, you know, he's incredibly busy, certainly at the minute. So if we ever do get an afternoon or an evening off, we get really excited about having a little glass of something together. Oh, thank you. But we both equally get excited about that.
Yeah.
We're on a exactly the same level. And I often think, and you see it maybe amongst friends and things, if, say, it was just me that wanted a glass of something and he didn't, it would really quite change our relationship. And that maybe sounds terrible.
Do you think it would have put you off him then, if you'd met him and he didn't drink?
He didn't drink at all.
When you first met him?
Yeah, probably yes.
Yeah.
Do you think is that because that would make you feel as though you were doing something wrong?
And a little bit, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I wouldn't then be relaxed around it. I think that's it. And of course, you have to be relaxed with the person that you're with.
Yeah.
And there has to be some sort of balance.
And I suppose you're more aware of the fact that you're doing it if you're doing it alone. If someone's not doing it with you, you're very, oh, I'm doing this. That bottle was just me.
Exactly that. Yeah, no, very much so. Very much so.
Which is a good point. I think sometimes, I mean, certainly when I think back over my relationships, nearly everybody I was in a relationship with had a big drinking appetite. Not everyone was an alcoholic, some were, but some had a big drinking appetite, as did I. And it's actually quite convenient if you go out with somebody that drinks a lot, because then you can always feel good about your drinking.
Yeah.
And I think, and you know, when Mark and I met, we just, as I say, we collided together in a drunken stupor, really. We really did. Oh, bless him. Yeah, and it was a big part of that getting together, and I think that's the case for a lot of people, isn't it? Drink often brings you together with a person.
But how do you feel now, because obviously Mark doesn't drink and hasn't done for quite a long time.
15 years.
Yeah. But, I mean, you and I kind of go out and have a few drinks, don't we? So he's obviously not somebody who has an issue with you having a drink.
No, he doesn't have an issue, and his greatest dread is somebody saying, oh, shall we just all have coffee? Because Mark doesn't drink.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to be like that. He loves people to drink. He pours the drinks for me. He'd say, sure, you know, have a drink. He doesn't put it on me. But I think if both of us were honest and, you know, actually on my birthday on Monday, he said to me, and it was such a lovely thing to say. Wish he watched me sometimes on these shows so he could hear all the lovely things I say. And it was so lovely because he said to me, I just want to say thank you so much for, you know, putting up with me not drinking. You know, 15... And I thought, what an interesting way to put that. And in my heart of hearts, there is a bit of putting up with it, if I'm honest. Yeah. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but the way that I see it is that keeps him alive, because if he drinks, he will die, because he would drink until he died.
Him so.
But that doesn't mean that it's all totally easy. You know, like when if you've had a bit of a stressful day, or maybe you've been bickering a bit and you have that first couple of sips of wine that just, like Mark always says, you never have that kickback or that extra relaxation. And a lot of people do that and not be alcoholics. They just don't. And like a friend of mine that I can think of, that she's married to somebody that will only ever have one glass. She's not an alcoholic, but she wants 2 or 3. And she finds it really frustrating that he doesn't have that second glass because she wants to go to that next place after the first. I think the first glass takes you to one place and the second glass takes you to another place.
I, however, am married to someone who will go to that second glass.
Me too.
Particularly on holiday.
Oh,
I do like being on a beach and you go, I'm definitely not, day one, definitely not having a drink before 12 o'clock, and you just about
12
make
o'clock?
it.
You went to 12?
Day 2, you start going, 11 o'clock, etc.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or you sort of look around just to see if anyone else is having a little sneaky one. They're having it, it's fine.
Yeah.
They started it.
It's holiday.
Does he drink more than you?
He would typically definitely drink a lot more than me. He can hold it so well. So he's one of those people that will be out and he never really gets drunk. I'm like, are you serious? He's just got that really sort of chilled demeanour. He DJs for a living, so he's out, and he's actually a better DJ if he's had a couple of drinks, believe it or not. So when he says, oh, I've got a gig tonight, I'm working, I'm on.
How would you feel if he didn't drink, if he never drank? If he said, I'm giving drink up forever?
I don't know. I'd like to think that it wouldn't really affect me, but I do think there's a part of me that would find that hard, because sometimes I'm not a big drinker by any means, but when I'm out and I'm drinking it, I do kind of like that little bit of a release. So I do think if he couldn't, I'd be, like I said before, very aware of the fact that I was, and almost probably feel a little bit guilty for it.
Yeah, you do.
Would you be with somebody that didn't drink?
I don't think I could, no. I mean, it would be different if, I think in Mark's situation, as you say, it's like that or end up dead in a gutter
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah,
That's a different
different, yeah.
thing. So if I was
But you still
already,
got to have the thing where you're not drinking.
if I was already in love with somebody
Yeah.
and they had to stop it for medical reasons, then obviously I would be very sympathetic.
I want a medical certificate.
But if I... no, but if I was...
If I was a doctor's
out-
letter for this.
If I was out dating again and we were at ground zero and it was a choice of am I going to go out with this person again?
Yeah.
If they didn't drink, I think I'd probably back off.
Yeah, I think
Isn't
I'm
it?
with you.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I'm sort of with you on that
Yeah.
as well.
Me too.
I think we need to delve more into this on another day.
Over a drink?
Perfect idea. Can I come back that day?